Welcome to In the Kitchen with Dinah. Today, we're making rhubarb crumb cake.
Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Someone's in the kitchen, I know. Someone's in the kitchen with Dinah. Gonna taste good, I know.
One of my favorite things in the spring is rhubarb, and my plant this year looks beautiful. So I thought I'd show you how to make a delicious rhubarb crumb cake. There are so many rhubarb recipes that I love, although my husband doesn't like it at all. So I'm gonna show you this one. It's delicious for breakfast. It's great with a cup of coffee. It's great if you want to serve it as dessert. It's just all around great rhubarb cake. So let's go out to the yard and get some rhubarb. Come in here close, and I'm gonna just go down right to the dirt level and cut some. My rhubarb plant looks great this year. We need about 2 cups. If we cut more, that's okay. Let's take this one too. All right, so since we're out here, these leaves are actually poisonous, so I cut them off, and I'll leave them out here. We'll put them in the clean green. When we're done with them, I just cut it off. Actually, I'm gonna get one.
There's that big one right in the middle.
This one?
Yeah.
You want that one? And rhubarb comes in red and green. Mine happens to be this beautiful red color. Okay, so we've got our rhubarb. You need about 1.5 to 2 cups. If you go over a little bit, that's okay. Let's get it washed up and chopped up. Right, we got it all washed, and I just put it on a cutting board, kind of like you would cut up celery, and make them, I don't know, 1/4 inch little pieces. These are nice and little and young, and so they'll probably be on the more delicious side. Once summer gets going, I know our grocery store carries them, and sometimes the rhubarb gets just gigantic. If they do even get bigger than this, I would slice it down the middle and make your cubes smaller, but these are really just a really great size. Now I have to say, people who don't like rhubarb really enjoy this cake. It's a delicious, moist kind of coffee cake, and then the rhubarb kind of adds a little tart hit to it occasionally. So I just love rhubarb. Rhubarb sauce, rhubarb jam, pie, cake, you name it. When I was at a friend's house when we were little, she would, probably like under 10. She would get some in her mom's garden and get a cup of sugar, and she would sit and dip her rhubarb in the sugar and just eat it. I never could do that. It was a little too tart for me, but I don't know if you did that as a kid. It'd be interesting to know. Ooh, I almost got my finger. All right, so I've got about 2 cups, which is fine. If you go over a little on this recipe, it is not gonna harm it at all. Grab a mixing bowl. You're gonna wanna preheat your oven to 350 degrees, and we are gonna start with some butter. I've got some sour cream going in it too. So we got 1/2 cup of soft butter here. And we need 1.5 cups of brown sugar. Just want to pack it in there good. There's 1/2, 1.5. All right, so we're gonna cream our butter and our sugar. And we're gonna add 1 egg. Get that in there, and then we also want our normal glug of vanilla, about 1 teaspoon. If you add more, that's okay, because vanilla makes everything delicious. Alrighty, now in here, I have about 1 cup of sour cream left. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of soda to that. That is gonna be our leavening. We're gonna get it stirred in. I just happen to have that left over from tacos we had. Mix it in a little, and then we're just gonna put it in here. Oh, Denver heard sour cream, huh? How you doing, bud? Can you sit down? There's your nose. Get your nose back. Can you go to your spot? And he knows when there's an empty container for some reason.
Yeah, we might have given him a container or two.
Might have given him some sometime or another. All right, let's get this mixed up just a little. All right, and then we need 2 cups of flour. Get that all mixed in. See how easy that is to make this crumb cake? It's definitely thick, but the juice from the rhubarb is going to give it some more moisture. He'll find it. So let's dump that in, and then I'm just going to stir it by hand. Rhubarb does not like to go through the beaters very well. So like I said, this batter is very thick, but once the rhubarb cooks, it'll get nice and moist and mix right in. Denver, there's a drop over on the floor. Go find it.
Oh, good boy. Thank you for cleaning up. What a good ball. Good job. That's a good snack.
Ugh, you're gross. You just make me mop my floor. This is a workout. All right, we got that mixed up. Now we're gonna grab a 9x13 metal pan. I'm gonna spray it quick. And pour that thick batter in, then we're gonna make a crumb topping, hence the name rhubarb crumb cake. Now it is so thick, I kind of put dollops around because it makes it easier to spread. And just start in the middle and work your way out to the sides. That brown sugar in there really adds some delicious flavor to this. Kind of get it leveled out. You got some chunky rhubarb, just kind of push it around there. Okie doke. So let's make our crumb topping. I have in this bowl a 1/2 cup of sugar. I'm going to add a teaspoon of cinnamon. I think that's about what I have left in here. Maybe a little more, but I've been working on that one for a long time. And also a tablespoon of butter. Then I'm just going to use a fork and smash it all together, make some nice crumbs out of it. All right, that looks good. And then I just take this and I kind of just sprinkle it everywhere.
That's a big clump.
That's butter. Let's see if we can't smush that one up just a little more. Oh, it's stubborn butter. Oh well. All right, so let's get this in our 350-degree oven for 35 minutes. All right, there's our timer. Let's check it out. Now I am going to test it with a skewer. My toothpicks are gone. I want to make sure, because of the extra rhubarb, sometimes it does take a little minute extra to cook. Look at that, yummy. Turn off all that heat. You guys, this smells so delicious. I wish you could smell it with me. It is way too hot to cut right now, but we will be back and I will cut into it and show you. See you then. I'm back. This cake is cool. Let's cut into it so I can show you how beautiful it is. That looks about right. Let's see if I can get the first piece out. It's always a challenge. Hey. Look at that.
Pretty good.
See that yummy rhubarb in there? So amazing. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to eat this little crumb right here. So, so delicious. Look how beautiful this is, you guys. Ooh, ah. So delicious. I can't even wait to eat this. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen as I showed you how to make rhubarb crumb cake. It is so delicious. I hope you try it. You guys have a great day, and I'll see you next week on the next episode. Thanks for joining me on my, wow, I never get that right. Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today.
What happens?
I don't know.
That's funny.
You say it 15 times and then there's just bloopers. That's what happens.
I know. Okay, try it.
Thank you so much for joining me. Why? Thank you so much for joining me in my kitchen today. I sure hope you guys have, wow, I'm done. It's the end of the day. Stick a fork in me. I'm baked. I'm half baked. I'm baked.
Gonna taste good, I know.